Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Blonde Fox, and today we're going to continue playing some more Final Fantasy XVI. In the last episode, we continued on with all of our side quests that we've been trying to complete. We've done about 8 or 9 of them now. We only have about 3 or 4 to turn in, as well as 2 more in Waloed, and then there's one new one that just popped up that we need to accept and complete. But we're getting very close to being done with all of them. Then we can get the Make for Origin, Back to the Origin quest done, which is the final quest of the game, I believe. So we are very close to the end here, so we just gotta finish up our little bit of cleanup here, and then we'll be ready to go. So remember to like the video if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see more. But without further ado, let's just get right into it so we can get this done, because this has been a very, very long time doing all these quests and everything. So yeah. Okay. No, I don't want to talk to you. Shut up and go away.
Anything catch
Go away. I don't want to talk to you. I was trying to talk to you. I wasn't even, like, facing him.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Okay.
Here's everything we've received and everything promised.
So we get a Ring of Swift Shot from this one.
All yours.
Okay, we're very close to getting
Come
the Genji
again.
Gloves one.
May have more for you.
So what does a Ring of Swift Shot do? Lowers charge time for charged magic by 0.2 seconds. Wow. We don't need that whenever our charge magic charges on its own. That's kind of pointless. Wow, that really wasn't worth it at all. Okay, Moogle Boy. What do you got for us? Hunt board. Okay, let's see. Yeah, a couple more hunts popping up. All A ranks, really not that big a deal. Okay. Well, we're already here, so should we just turn in the stuff we already have? Yeah, let's just turn in the stuff we already have so we can just get it done and out of the way.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
You know what? I would say we give it to him because he did find a way out of it. He coaxed us into fighting it for him, and then he retreated to go finish the mission. So I'll say yeah.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
There we go. Quest done and complete. Anything good out of it? A lot of experience, but that was worth that many. Why was that worth so many experience points? That's a little weird. Ooh, pile drive. Reduces pile drive cooldown. I haven't got anything for a lightning thing in a while. That's nice. A little weird, but I forgot there's a new quest up in there, but we are not going to worry about that. Okay, we can turn in the quest we did to you. I just want to clear some of these up because it's like I'm getting tired of all these markers.
I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Porter's Alder as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends? I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more unto the breach.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron, aye.
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
And there we go. That was worth a lot of experience points, but then again, it was a rather long one. And that's for us. And there's, yeah. Never gonna use those. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the Odin abilities. They're just too hard for me to use. And it's a skill issue, I know. It's not that the game did bad at designing or whatnot. It's literally just a skill issue. Okay, let's take the elevator up. We got one more to turn in here, and then I want to check the blacksmiths to see if we can use any of that orichalcum we picked up and some other monster parts to like craft anything, because we got some good crafty stuff if we can. Oh, great, there's another question. See, why are more side quests popping up? Can y'all just not leave me alone? Fine, we'll go claim those so we at least have those two. Oh, it's Gav, right? Is that you, Gav? Yeah, okay, what do you need?
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Eda's due any day now. I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught luckier in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need, a feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with travelling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
Okay, so we can do that for Gav. Okay, let's stop by the blacksmith, go get the other quest grabbed, and then we'll turn in the last one to need. Okay, use the forge. Okay, what do we need to craft? We need one more orichalcum. Oh, a dark still. That's, yeah, there's no way we're going to be able to not be able to get the Dark Still without fighting, I think, a level S monster. What about under here? The Ouroboros? It's really not that much better than what we have, but we're actually really close up. We only need a Stone Tongue, which might not be too hard to get. What about you? You're actually worse than what we have. Slightly, not defense-wise, but... And, yeah, we'll hold off.
That it?
Oh, well.
Fine.
It's mainly the weapon I wanted to go for anyways, but it looks like we're going to have to fight some S-ring stuff to get that. Okay, let's see how we're doing on everything. Wow, our wall back there is getting full. Okay, reading table. Okay, lots of stuff. Here, not long removed from when you last placed yourself between us and peril, I sit and pen yet another letter in which I try to find the words that somehow express the gratitude of an entire town. Still, something feels different about our latest triumph. Where in the past we leaned ever so heavily upon your good graces, this time we found strength elsewhere in ourselves. Our hardship has shown us that, which should have been apparent all along, we are not as different as we went to believe. Does a peasant love his homeland any less than a noble? Does a bear love his family any less than another man does his own? It is this love that has united us and given us true strength. Should every thrall, Akashic bandit, and brigand in the realm come charging our gates, we will not fret, we will not falter, we will fight. Cool, cool, cool. Two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there is still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. He'd step in front of a bloody, raging behemoth if it meant protecting you, but that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of Kupo nuts. You'd do good to remember that. Oh, Karen's so sweet. Even though she tries to pretend she's not. I am not so foolish to believe that a single shaming at the hands of the town urchins can dispel a lifetime of hatred built up in one's heart, just as a pot cannot be made clean by reminding it of its grime. It takes effort, persistence, and more often than not, a stiff brush and bucket of lye. But more than that, it takes time. Fortunately, your courage and leadership has granted us just that. We must now decide whether to embrace it or to waste it. A wise man once said that night is always darkest before dawn. It is a good thing that I count one who burns so bright amongst my friends. I don't know why that was so hard for me to read there for a second. I'll get the mission from Jill here in a second. The Wages of Fate. So remember what you told me that night in Phoenix Gate, that while the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of its dominance sits upon yours. But are we not both dominants of fire? Does not the flame of our forebears burn in both our hearts? Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield, now let me choose to be yours. Is this not what our father wanted? What Sid wanted? To cast aside fate and forge our own path? Grant me this, Clive, let me be your strength. Oh, that's sweet. My Lord Marquess, I write to thank you for the kind consideration you have shown for those whose names are in within the pages of the Book of Martyrs. I know that it would move them deeply to know that the first shield of Phoenix laments their passing. Though each and every member of our order stands ready to sacrifice their lives in service of the Phoenix, I do not doubt those who are taken before their time go with regret for the long years of duty left undone. That they should live on in the memory of a proud son of House Rosfield, such as yourself, shall surely go some way to soothing their sorrows. May the Phoenix's flame burn ever in your heart. Cyril, bearer of the burning quill. And now concern for Jill. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart, and we would be poor friends indeed if we do not seek to lighten the burden, even but only a fraction before we depart for the skies. I would speak on this more in private. Ooh, yeah, we should probably take care of that.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Okay. Okay, we'll speak with Joshua first. I think we're getting close here.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we've returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Okie dokie. Well, that's at least it's not something here that I gotta keep going and talking to people. Okay. We need to go make our way to mid, and then we can head back out again. I wonder if we have enough renown, though, to claim the Genji gloves. Because I think we were close, right? Let's see as we get closer. Nope, we still don't have enough just yet. Maybe after we turn in mid stuff. Hopefully mid doesn't send us out again, because I know sometimes she likes to send us like 2 or 3 times out to get stuff for her, but I'm hoping this is it. Then we can just leave, go do the other quest, which we're down to like 4 quests, I think, now, which isn't bad. That's not as bad as it was before. Before, you know, having like 12 plus. A bit much.
Mid? Tell me this is all you need.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need.
After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
And a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would they... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Okay, well, at least it's not something we gotta go, like, way out of our way for. So, somewhere around here, do I gotta go talk to the kids? Yep. Okay, you little brats.
mentioned a new project yet?
Give me what I need.
Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you 3 can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Okay, that's a scary thought. There's a bunch of stuff that's been dismantled and we don't know what. And don't know if it matters if if those pieces aren't in it. Oh, this is scary. The whole place could come falling apart, right? Okay, here you go, Mid.
Well, did they have it?
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? It's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own, but with the right cog in the right place, well, You just wait and see. That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm going to bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
That was really sweet. And we got a level up out of it. Nice. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Level 46. Nice. And a model airship. I didn't even check my models while we were in our room. Oh, well, we can check that later. Okay, there we go. Okay, so how many are left? Okay, we got 4 left. Nice. We'll go ahead and finish the ones, and we'll loot, I think. We'll go do those. That should be everything here. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Okay, so to loot we go. We'll go up here. Okie dokie. Just about got everyone's story all wrapped up in a nice, neat little box, right? Right. I really ought to fight that guy, too, because I think that's a notorious mark, but I really don't feel like it. Because he's probably going to take a while. Because he looks pretty tough. Yeah, we'll just bypass him for now. Man, that's... Whew. I mean, because like I said, I'm probably not going to go for, like, the final stuff, because I don't think any of it's worth it, but... like, the last level of the Renown, but I do want to get the Genji gloves. Like I said, that's, like, my main thing is to get those. Because I think those are going to help a lot. One, they're a gold item, but two, they've always been good items in past Final Fantasy games, so I'm assuming they're going to be great again.
Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Okay, so this is the one where we're looking for the book. Yep, that's a lot of books. Nope, that's not it.
This is a...
Nope. I was trying to open this.
His interests were certainly varied.
I really don't feel like reading that. Sorry, guys. I'm so ready to just find this book. Oh, from a distance. The emergence of the first... I want to read this one because I'm interested about the bearers. The emergence of the first magic item is wisely. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Living crystals. Okay, that's too much to read, but yeah.
This is it.
Someone's gonna try to stop us,
But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
I probably should have read that. Oh, well, they'll tell us what it says. Yep. I bet we can't teleport away either. It's good. Yep. Cutscene. Thought so.
Leaving so soon, stranger. We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
I think that the book basically said that bears were kind of like a gift from God kind of situation, so I'm thinking that's why it's like, hey, they're supposed to not be frowned upon and lower citizens in a sense. At least that's my guess is what it said. I shouldn't have just skimmed over it. I probably should have really read it, but oh well, it is what it is at this point. Let's try to take out all these guys at once to just get rid of them. Here we go, diamond dust it. That guy's weak. Nice. Prime for this. No. Try to do as much damage as possible. Oh yeah, this guy's actually pretty tanky. His stagger bar wasn't very good, but he himself is tanky. Over here. I gotta keep him in this thing so he'll take more damage. He's not wanting to play my game. No, we'll just go ahead and fight for this. Don't waste my time. Nice. There we go. Cool. That was easy. Anything good out of that or nothing? Nope, pretty much nothing. Oh well. We'll keep going.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait! Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Okay, good. They didn't force me back. I was like, don't force me back to the hideaway just yet. I got other stuff I gotta do here. Okay, we need the head just straight ahead. Well, kind of straight ahead. Okay. What's the easiest way to get there? Because it looks like there's... gets kind of, you know, messed up over here. It looks like if we just head straight over to about here, we should be able to just walk up from there. Ooh, that's quite far away. Okie dokie. So we just gotta go and clear out this other place over here. I can't even remember what this quest was for. We collected so many of them, I don't even know what we're doing here. And then we gotta do Make for Man's Hill, Martha's Rest, and then return. Yeah, so we're very, very, very close. Almost there. Okay, so once we're here, I believe it's just a turn to the right, correct? I think. Yeah, it's just follow the path now, which I can do.
I can walk from here.
I've got to get rid of that marker because that's going to drive me nuts. Thank you. Awesome.
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Okay, I kind of remember what we were supposed to do here now. One of our bears was raised here. That's what it was. Today's exercises will consist of... Okay, so this is where they were training him.
This is not...
Institution where juvenile bears are going to give themselves service as status soldiers. Yeah, it was a soldier training ground.
Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place.
I recently learned that my own daughter was among the children, turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood. And now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from a table. It was her smile, the smile she inherited from her mother, the mother I killed for giving birth to a bear. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wives, all of them, all those children, so many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer, and so I've decided tomorrow I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb, and inter my cursed corpse beneath the white tree whose crooked hands reach to the sky in a supplication. And beside me, shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I have wronged. At least they somewhat repented, as horrible as it still is.
Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
Okay, I need this quest. Okay, now I can just go up this way. I was like, it's just up this hill, because I was like, do I need to mark this quest? Because I don't know where I'm going. That's this tree back up here, right? Yep, there's the glowing bits.
A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Okay, Hans, 10 years old, lithification. Alfred, 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Franz, 12 years old, lithification. Paulina, 10 years old, I almost said emancipation. Emaciation. Bruno, 11 years old, disciplined for attempted flight. Johanna, 12 years old, disciplined for attempted flight. Reinhard, 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Marta, 10 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Lothar, 12 years old, lithification. Dietrich, 11 years old, emaciation. And then nothing.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
Okay, let's kill them all.
This place is cursed.
Up below, I'm hitting my buttons, but they ain't doing nothing. There we go. Diamond dust this guy. Nice. Oh, he went down real fast. Clive is boost. Go, get the flare. Yeah, this guy's going down real quick. Come on, there we go. I was like, I was hitting the button, but it wasn't doing anything. Back up. Come on, you want to come this way. Okay, fine. We can play it your way. This might finish him off. There we go. Awesome, that was easy. Okay, there's the rest of the bear registry. Or is that just what we picked up earlier?
I'm done here.
Okay, so that's everything over here. So we gotta head back to the hideaway to turn those in. We need to just go to Martha's Rest and then Man's Hill. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go to Martha's Rest first. Gotta speak with the 3 merchants. Hopefully they don't all have long-winded backstories. I'm sorry. I'm just at that point where I'm just like, we have done, I think there's 75 side quests total, and it's just like, okay, some of these side quests are fine, where it's like, oh, they're like, 5-10 minute long side quests, and then some of these, it's like, they're almost an hour long in and of themselves.
What Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo, near some gutted hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Okie dokie. Let's see. So, where's the other merchants? I figured they'd all be marked, but I guess they're not gonna be. We just gotta find them, I guess.
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin it.
Okay, there's another one.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone. Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the viceroy.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
Okie dokie. We should probably stop by the merchant here as well and restock up on our potions before we head out again. Still need to find one more merchant and then find the silver chocobos.
There you go.
Oh, we really didn't use that many potions. We're doing pretty good then. I'm actually surprised. I think I'm getting better at the combat. Finally. What? Again, it only took almost 120 episodes. Okay, let's see. It's the last merchant over here.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even if...
There you are.
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo
and it certainly won't be the last. Okay.
Near Rhiannon's ride.
So where's Rhiannon's ride? It's right up here. Okay, and of course, and I can't teleport here, can I? No, I can't. Okay, so we're just gonna have to run, and it's this way.
Sounds almost too good to be true. But
I mean, luckily we're already down kind of at the
already
path.
here.
Right, it is this way. Please tell me it is. Yes. Okay, good. Sweet.
Come on.
Let's go, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Okay, so it should just be up here and to the right, I think. Yep, it's right over there. Awesome. I keep forgetting that I have it marked because there's only a couple of quests left.
Brave.
And all the enemies around here are really weak. Ooh, look, these are a bunch of fallen enemies. These weren't here before. At least I don't think they were. Okay, so around here I'm looking for silver chocobos.
It's for a change.
Nope. I went the wrong direction. Oh, at least I got out of combat. Okay. So it's saying over here. Okay, there's the path right there. I was like, where is this pathway? It's like pretty well hidden. Don't get stuck on a rock. Okay, I'm gonna get off the chocobo because I'm starting to get pumped. Well, it kicked me off anyways.
More tracks. And these look fresh. A chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is.
Okay, let's check and see.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, but it looks like there's one of its feathers. Nice.
Well, I'll be damned. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
There we go. Okay, now just for Man's Hill. Which is way in the south. Then we can return back, turn them all in, and then that should be that, I think. Unless they're going to surprise me with another one, and I don't want to jinx it, but, you know, there is a chance because they've been doing that over and over again. Oh, it's like right over here. Okay, cool. Yep, just sneak through these little bushes right here. Awesome, awesome.
This is the place, but
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard. To the hideaway, then.
Well, I guess we'll only go back there anyways, but okay, I was kind of hoping to go back to turn everything in, but it is what it is at this point. To the hideaway. Ba-ba-da-da. Just about got everything.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Okay. Well, we'll turn the one into Gav since we gotta go this way to get to the backyard anyways. Okay, here you go, Gav.
It was no trouble. Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Crystal's crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Okie dokie, well, we'll go follow him after, I think, because where's Edda at? Yeah, over there. We'll go to the backyard first. Okay, hopefully this doesn't take us way out of the way again. Oh, that's not where we go down. We go down here.
Say what you will.
Come on, Clive, move a little faster, buddy. Really wish we could teleport around the hideaway. But I know it's really not that long of a walk. I'm just impatient. Okay, can you help us?
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrek.
The fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept the record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, And she mentioned Oilerfast Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Okay, we'll go ahead and go do that, because it looks like the other two we can turn in both over there, which would be faster. Just teleport back, then walk over this way and turn all 3 of those in. So I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, let's head over here. Come on, there we go. Hopefully this isn't another case of, oh, they're not here, let's go ask someone else if they know. Let's hope it's actually here. I'm not a fan of those fetch quests where it's like they have you go back, forth, over and over again. I tend to bore those very quickly. Great, I gotta go to the other side. Which means I gotta go through town. Right, it is all the way on the other side, right? Yeah. Okay. We'll just go straight through the center of town, come back, come out on the other side. Hopefully it doesn't take too long.
Haven't seen any of those beastly blue eyes.
Seems like everything. It seems like the more side quests you do, though, the more like positive everything's becoming. I mean, I know if you look out there into the distance, like everything looks absolutely destroyed and wrecked. But it's like all the towns we've been helping and everything. It looks like they're starting to get better and better the more we help out, which is nice. You know, positive change, right? Gotta start somewhere. I mean, once we defeat the big bad, it'll definitely change for the better. This is, wow, quite a ways out of the way, actually. I don't think I've ever been up and over here, have I? Again, that's another thing I kind of noticed with this game is that, again, because there's no really incentive to explore, since there's not really, you can't find really impressive gear or items or whatnot in the wild like that crazy.
Where do we even start?
So there's no real incentive to explore every nook and cranny, you know what I mean? That's a lot of enemies. We probably got to take them all out. Yep, this will be easy.
You see them? I do. The flowers and our friends.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and punch him. Nice. There we go. Easy peasy. Why is the battle music still going? Because some big bad is showing up behind us, isn't it?
What do you see, boy?
Yep, a Minotaur.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to
Let's
find
go.
out.
Lemon dust it. Nice. Okay, almost got him down. Ow, I took that head on, dude. Nice. Take them all out. There we go. Look at all those hits. Nice. What new enemies? These just be some like little mini guys and not like a whole nother boss guy. Oh come on, did I miss? That thing is so hard to aim whenever it comes to boss enemies, because it doesn't like suck them into it. Seriously, I thought I selected this one. There we go. Diamond dust should kill this guy too, right? The little guy next to me. Go. Nice. This might actually kill him too. At least be close. Nice, broke him. Stab him. Awesome. It really wasn't worth that much experience, but it is what it is. And we got a Minotaur main. Cool.
That was harder than I expected. But found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Okie dokie, so now we can turn all these in. Well, let's just go and start turning them in one by one. We'll just chill up in our room.
There's something about
Okay, we'll do that one last. I think it would be nice to end on the Jill one. Okay, let's go turn this into Vivian.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable, that it can be changed, provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Awesome, there's Vivian complete. Nice, lots of experience points, some more renown, and the scholar's bonnet. Okay, guess we can go claim our renown.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Yeah, I can see the last one is just the orchestral thing and the Fallen Enigma. Okay, Genji gloves. Nice.
All done?
Let's see what these do for us. Another side quest just popped up. Are you kidding me? They're like never ending, dude. Or the Genji gloves. Are they one of these? Aw. Increases damage dealt to enemies by 5%. Well, that's just overall. That's not bad. I might get rid of the rhyme one, honestly. Because I like rhyme a lot, but it's like it's not necessary. And it's kind of hard to aim. It is good for staggering, though, and whatnot. But I think I might just do that and increase damage dealt to enemies by 5%. Just a total 5% more damage to enemies. I might just go with that. I like having the charge spell always be charged, so it's like I gotta keep that. It saved me too many times. Yeah, I think we'll go with that for now. I might change it up, but we'll see. So that wasn't like horrible, but yeah, it's another. Okay, we'll turn these in, and then we'll see what the last one is, if it's gonna be a long one or not. But wow, these just never end. They keep throwing more quests at me. It's like they don't want me to finish the game.
Ah, me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is,
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, me lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced. Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day, my mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over, what with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister, and then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword. I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway, after I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Oh, that was really sweet. Okay. So that's his done. And then get the winter maid. So now we need to go talk to Jill. Get a very sweet and touching moment between them, and then... Oh, wait, what did we miss over there? Oh, we forgot about the one where we gotta get to... Berg. Okay, I wanted to finish off with Jill, so let's go to the one up in Mid's dungeon. What's the one in Mid's dungeon again? Oh, that's right, it's what... Yeah, it's the one above her dungeon. Yeah, it's the guy who needed us to find the registry. Okay, I remember this one now. Okay, so we'll go do that one. Then we'll go back to our room, look at our nice shelf of cool things, see what Jill has to say, and then we have a quest that just popped up out of nowhere, but we'll accept that one for one of the letters. I wonder what it is, because I feel like we kind of almost wrapped up everybody. Is there anybody really left? I don't know. Okie dokie. So, we got your registry.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Sid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Okie dokie. Well, that... Holy crap, he gave us a ton of experience points. This mission wasn't even that crazy. Reduces mesmerize, cooldown by... Yeah. Seems like this is where we're getting a lot of our items now, but they're really not that good of items. Okay, so let's go talk to Jill and see what the heck that last quest is. Okay, we'll go around this way. Technically, it's probably just as fast.
Thinks it'll tell us about his adventures in Ash.
Or possibly quicker. Okie dokie. Oh, I still really wish there was a sprint button, but we are getting there.
Say what you will.
Still weird that they throw these quests in at the very, very end, especially because some of them were like multi-part quests where it was like, oh, after you finish the first one, then the second part unlocks, and etc. It's like, okay, why did you save that for like after everything's done? Why didn't you allow us to do like the first part earlier on? Like they let us do some of the other first parts earlier on. Okay, let's see how we doing. Wall of memories. We are missing 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 things missing. There better not be 4 more side quests they need us to do. These are really cool looking. Though. Look at all the stuff that people have given us. It's like some really cool stuff. Okay, cool. Okay, Jill.
Jill. There's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you. Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure. We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
I really love those two together. That was really sweet. Awesome, so there's Jill and Clive's. Ooh, Shiva's Kiss. Reduces Diamond Dust cooldown by 7.5 seconds. Ooh, I might have to equip that. Because Diamond Dust is really useful for getting shatter, like the stagger gauges down like instantly. Because let's see, I think it's got a minute cooldown, so bringing that down, I mean that's pretty big, like cooldown. That, you know, it brings it down by 1/6 of its time, pretty much. Oh, is Jill with us? Jill is joining Clive's party and remained with him until the party for origin. Seriously, this whole if I would have done Jill's, I could have had Jill with me this whole time for fighting all this stuff. I might actually get rid of the automatically charged one, possibly, because having the extra damage is nice. But I like having the charge spell just ready to go at all, like, every so often. We'll leave these for now, but I might equip that in, because, I mean, it's Diamond Dust does cool down pretty quick already. It's not like it's horrible. Okay, let's head back to the hideaway. There's one last side quest. And I'm very curious as to what it is. Especially because there's still 3 things we're missing. Oh, please don't be another side quest. But what if it just gave me like 3 more side quests? If it did, I'm sorry, but we're probably just gonna end right there if it did. that'll just be too much for me to handle. But there's like 2 or 3 things we're still missing for a little wall back there. So let's see, what do we got? Okay, a lot of stuff. Treasure hunt. What, you didn't think I were just saying that stuff about hiding my engine, did you? Wouldn't you know I've already find spot picked out and everything, but if you're going to go on this grand adventure, you'll need to be quick about your business with that ready god of yours. Take too long and somebody more clever might beat you to the prize. I suppose in that case I should hurry. I should bury you one of my lesser inventions. Goddess knows I've countless. Bringing together 3 men from different backgrounds was not to be without some difficulty, however, come together we did for better Valstea. The triunity was but a first step. A longer, more bitter journey awaits us all. One that will almost certainly end in hardship, yet what matters most is not the destination, but what we can learn from one another while on the road there. You have paved the road for us with your courage, Clive. Now we must have courage to walk it. Feels like a lifetime ago. It was a lifetime ago. That afternoon on Man's Hill was the very first adventure, but somehow I knew even then that it would not be our last. I will never forget that day, and the simple fact that you have not either fills my heart with a joy so fierce I cannot describe it. Since the moment we first met, you have always been an important part of me, the half that makes me whole. When times are darkest, you are my light. When I am lost, you are my guiding star. You are just what I need. You are all that I need. You are the greatest gift. That is so sweet. I love them together. Etta seems fond of the silver bow we gave her so much so she's been taken to setting it atop her belly as she rests. To hear her tell it, the rascal kicks something fierce when she does too. Sounds like we've another fighter on our hands and none too soon. Can hardly wait to teach our newest little cursebreaker everything I know. Though I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now. It occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me from a distance. The tome made me who I am today, and yet though I thought that Yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again, but those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself, but now I am whole again, thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge and not the holes in your soul, for which reason I shall ever be in your debt. Again, who's really left? Making amends. Oh, it's him. I totally forgot he was a character. I'm so sorry. I'm aware there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask you a single favor concerning His Highness Prince Dion. Oh, we gotta help him. I totally forgot about Dion possibly needing help too.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Okay, prioritize it tail to tail. Anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and end here. We've been going for a very long time now, and in the next episode, we'll do that quest, and there might even be one more after it, because like I said, we are missing 2 items, unless one of them might actually be an item for completing the game. Or we're missing 3 items, something like that. But anyways, we're going to end here. In the next one, we'll finish off the side quest and hopefully be able to get to the main story, because I want to know what happens next. The conclusion of the story is going to be so good. I love how they've been wrapping everything up. I'm excited to see where it goes from here. And everyone's goodbyes and the heartfeltness is just... Oh, this game's writing is so good. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, remember to like it. Comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. Until next time, see ya!